Hi everyone, I'm looking forward to this lesson because we are going to look at 6 key verbs that you need for Toeic and Business English. Plus, we are going to do 4 Toeic questions and I'm going to show you how to get the answer. So, key vocabulary, practice questions, let's improve your Toeic score. Let's look at the first vocabulary. Let's look at a conversation between a police officer and someone who saw a crime. So I'm the police officer. What did the criminal look like? Well, he had pants and a shirt. Can you specify what colors the pants and shirts were? The pants were brown and the shirt was blue. All right, so the police officer, can you specify what color the shirt and pants were? Okay, what about his hair? He had nice hair. Okay, oh my God, can you specify the color and style of hair? As you can see, specify is to give more specific information, to give more details. Here's an example. He didn't specify what time the party started, so he didn't give the exact time. The company failed to specify that employees needed to wear hard hats at all times, so they didn't give this exact information. So after specify, you're often going to have a noun clause. For example, he didn't specify who was coming to the party. What is the adjective for specify? Specific. What is the noun for specify? Specifics. Here's an example. He wasn't specific about who was coming to the party. That is the adjective. He didn't specify who was coming to the party. That is the verb. He didn't give specifics about who was coming to the party. Here, specifics is the noun. The next word is facilitate. This is to make a process easier or possible. Often you'll see facilitate with a process, a deal, negotiations, an agreement, facilitate conversation, the production of. Here's an example. TransferWise has helped facilitate the process of sending money internationally. So it's made the process easier, it's made it possible for more people. So they facilitated the transfer and the process of sending money. Or for me, as an English teacher, my goal is to facilitate authentic conversation and communication between students. So I want to create an environment where this can happen. I want to make this possible. Now let's look at an example Toeic question. Well, the answer here is a mediator. A mediator is a person that comes into negotiations to help facilitate an agreement. So it is B. All right, number 3, mandate. This is when the person or group with power forces people to do something. For example, by 1980, all provinces in my country, Canada, had mandated that all people needed to wear a seatbelt while driving. So you can see the form. Subject mandates that subject verb. Another example, after the accident, the company mandated that all employees have knowledge about fire safety. So they maybe mandated that they had to take a course. What is the adjective for mandate? Mandatory. The form is, it is mandatory that subject verb, or the group with power makes it mandatory for subject to verb. An example, in many countries, it is mandatory for all citizens to serve some time in the military because the government has mandated this. Okay, so now that we have this new vocabulary, tough word, specify, facilitate, and mandate, let's look at 2 Toeic questions. Let's look at 121. Well, the key word is employees with an S, not employee. If you use each, every, or an, you need a singular noun, such as each employee, every employee, an employee. If you use all, you will almost always use two or more. So all children received a present. Children is 2 plus. But I could also say each child, every child, singular, received a present. So because we have employees with an S, the only possible answer is B, all. All right, so let's look at 122. The answer here is D. We have a noun clause after specify. So, in a noun clause, what and who need to be a subject or object. For example, I don't know who will visit. Who is a subject here. I don't know who or whom I will call. Here, it is the object because it is saying, I will call who. It is wrong to say, I don't know who I will call you, because I is your subject already, and you is the object. The same is true for what. She told me what happened. Correct. What is the subject? She told me what I should do. I should do what? What is the object? Wrong. She told me what I should clean the house. This is incorrect because we already have a subject, I, and an object, the house. So we can see in this Toeic question, we already have a subject, she, and an object, the equipment. So we can eliminate what and who. So the answer here is D. When we use how in a noun clause, for example, how subject verb plus object, it is telling us the way. It equals I. How are you doing this? For example, if I say, I don't know how I will finish my report, we have a subject, we have an object, I will finish my report, how? By whatever, but it's telling me the way. So we go to the Toeic question, and we can say, she acquired the equipment. How? How did she do this? The suspect was unable to specify how she acquired the equipment, the way. All right, number 4, and more vocabulary. Diversify. This is to create a bigger variety, a bigger range of skills, products, investments, etc. This is to benefit either a person or a company. An example, she won the lottery and invested the money. She invested all of her money in one small company. So her advisor says, I think you should diversify your investments. You should have more variety, a greater range. For many years, McDonald's sold burgers and fries. However, over the last 30 years, they have diversified their menu. They now sell wraps, salads, and muffins, donuts, many different things. So we can see the form, someone diversifies noun. Now, what is the adjective for diversify? Diverse. So the restaurant has over 300 items on the menu, and they are all very different. So the restaurant has a diverse menu. Or maybe you say, I like many types of music. So my musical taste is diverse. What is the noun for diverse? Diversity. So her skills are quite diverse. She has a diversity of skills. The next word we're going to look at is fulfill. We often fulfill expectations, demands, requirements, duties, responsibilities, or obligations. It's to do what people expect. It is to do what is promised. An example, the server fulfilled her responsibilities at the restaurant and served the customers promptly and politely. So she fulfilled her obligations. She fulfilled her duties as a server. Or the company promised to refund customers their money, but later said it was unable to fulfill its promise. So it couldn't do what it said. The last word we're going to look at is integrate. And this is to integrate something into a bigger thing. It's to add something into another thing, often a process, to make it more effective. An example, Johnson Inc. says it wants to integrate AI into its customer service over the next 2 years. So they want to blend it, mix it with their current customer service program and make it more effective. Or the restaurant plans to integrate vegan options into its already diverse menu. So put them in. Okay, so now we've got 2 more TOEIC questions. Here's 121. Well, by is a preposition, so it needs to be followed by a noun form. So a noun, verb ing, or noun clause. So integrate is just a verb by itself, so we can remove a. Integrated is a past tense verb or maybe an adjective, but we don't have a noun directly after, so eliminate D. So now we have B and C. Well, the best answer is B, integrating. By verb ing tells us how. With plus noun tells us the tool. Here's an example. By using the new strategy, I was able to finish more quickly. Okay, correct. With the new strategy, or with the use of the new strategy, I was able to finish more quickly. You can see the by is followed by verb ing to tell us how, and the with is telling us the tool that is being used. So when we look at the TOEIC question, it starts with by, and what are we doing? We are integrating the new strategy. If you used integration, you would say with the integration of the new strategy. Okay, with the integration of the new strategy, by integrating the new strategy. So by verb ing with plus noun here, telling us how. Okay, last TOEIC question, 123. Let's eliminate A immediately because after because you need subject verb or because noun form. An example, because the company, there's your subject, wanted, there's your verb, to reduce overall risk, that would be correct. The company wanted. Or because of the company wanting. But we don't have subject verb after the blank, and we don't have a noun. So get rid of because. Next, eliminate according to. After according to, or we can say according, eliminate according, because after according to, you need a noun form. Reduce is a verb. According to is a preposition. An example, according to the rules, the player should change every 5 minutes. Well, rules is a noun. Or according to the president, it is a good idea. The president is a noun. So now we have aimed and in order. Well, the answer is in order. In order to verb is saying this is the goal of the action. For example, we want to reduce overall risk. So in order to reduce overall risk, what will we do? Well, the company diversified its line of products. So more variety. So the answer here, once again, is B. Okay, so we looked at 6 new vocabulary, we did 4 TOEIC questions, and we've just improved our English and our TOEIC score. So please like, subscribe, share, comment, hit that button, and have a wonderful day.